Hello and welcome to the Lake District Yogi. My name's Kat and welcome to this flowy little session. So for the majority of this class, we're going to have two poses that we're going to move between. So not every single pose is going to be like that, but the majority. So we're going to try and explore the idea of moving meditation. So once we know what the two poses are, we're just going to link them with our breath and move fluidly between the two. Okay, so pause this video if you need to gather anything that might support you. So that could be a blanket to pad your knees if you're on a hard floor. It could be yoga blocks if you have them. They're not necessary, but if you have them, you might want to bring them. Maybe bring a hot drink to your mat. Cue up some music, anything at all that will help make this experience as nourishing and delicious as possible for you. And then when you're ready, we are going to get started on all fours. So we'll make our way round and we're looking to have our wrists underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips, and then settle in here just for a few breaths and feel your way in. Okay, so what I mean by that is press into the hands and then really consciously feel into all the parts of the hands. So maybe close your eyes for this. You can feel into each finger pad. You might want to press each one at a time into the mat. Feel for the heel of the hand, the center of the palm. Feel the arms active and engaged as the energy spreads up through the arms as you make that connection with the ground. And then the same with your feet. So the tops of your feet on the mat. Maybe press in at the beginning a little bit more than you would ordinarily, just to feel that connection. And then soften your belly and let the belly hang a little and lift your chin just a fraction. Pause here and take a deep, smooth breath in. And then as you exhale, start to press again really firmly into the hands, round the spine to the ceiling. Let the head hang. And then lifting the tailbone, let the belly drop again. As you breathe in, let the heart shine forward. Moving on your own breath like this, breathing out to arch the spine, cat pose. Breathing in to cow pose as we drop the belly. Keep the eyes closed if you want the full feeling experience. And at the point at which you are most arching your spine, really press into the earth here. Maybe pause, maybe for an entire breath, before you start the movement the other way. Okay, we're going to do one more round like this, and then I'm going to invite you into some free movement. So unless you are doing this video in a group, you are probably on your own, so you do not need to worry at all about what you look like. It's all about what it feels like. So you might want to move your hips back, round in circles, making the spine roll around. Any amount of movement, imagining that you're getting into all the kind of hidden corners of your body, the parts that you move least, making any amount of delicious free movement. If you've got some music on, this is a really nice thing to do, especially if you've got some beats going. Just let yourself feel free. Even as practitioners of yoga, we can still feel quite constrained within our bodies. And sometimes it's just nice to have an opportunity to let ourselves move freely. So listen carefully to what your body needs. And then we'll gradually find stillness. So don't make a sudden stop. Let your body find that stillness slowly. And then tuck your toes if you haven't already, and send your hips back. Let the fingers reach forward, place the forehead on the mat. Take a round of breath here. And then next inhale, keep the hands glued where they are, lift the hips, shift the weight forward, let the hips drip towards the earth. Press into the hands as you send the hips back. Inhaling to come forward, maybe draw the chin to the chest and then lift it as you arrive. And then exhale, press yourself back. Keep moving like this, following your own breath. Slow inhales to flow forward. Slow exhales to flow back to your heels. So the more you bring chin in, the more movement and fluidity you'll find in the spine. Almost like you're sort of scooping up, rounding the spine completely as you come forward, and then as the hips lower, we let the chin lift. But finding any expression of this, and again, you can pause at either end. You can pause in this up dog variation, and you can pause in this active child with your hips to your heels, giving the toes a nice stretch. Okay, one more and then we'll land in our active child. Just stay here for a couple of breaths, toes tucked. Maybe come up onto the fingertips, tenting the hands, just to give a nice additional stretch into the shoulders, through the armpits. And then let the hands come down, let them slide towards your knees, press yourself up, keep the toes tucked, move into a squat. And the fingertips can stay on the earth, or you can bring the elbows into the knees and the hands to the heart, palms together. Find your gaze point, your drishti, especially if, like me, you're balanced on your toes. I'm feeling particularly wobbly today, so my gaze point is going to be really important. Okay, so we're going to move between this and a standing forward fold. So we'll talk through the first one nice and slowly, and then we'll connect with our breath and flow together. So bring the fingertips down if you haven't already. Lift the hips a fraction, parallel the feet, and then lift into your forward fold. When you get here, you can bend one knee and the other. You can make any amount of movement that you like. You can sway the upper body. And then when you're ready, we'll bring the heels back in, sink back down into our squat. And then we move between the two. So when you're ready, remember to parallel the feet first on the way into your forward fold. And then find your squat. So maybe an inhale as you forward fold. Maybe it feels more intuitive for that to be your exhale. So you decide where you want to connect your breath. Just moving between these two shapes. You can always bring the hands to the heart and pause, and then refold. So each of those forward folds is an opportunity to go a little bit deeper, stretching into the backs of the legs. And try to lose all that additional mind matter, all that thinking and planning and ruminating. Just see if just for the time that you are linking these two shapes and connecting with your breath that you can drop some of that thinking and focus entirely on the sensations within your body as you move. Okay, next time you come into that forward fold, stay there. Then you may want to take your opposite elbows. Make sure the feet are nice and wide, so you have a really nice, wide, firm foundation. You can let the upper body hang entirely. Keep soft through the knees. And then if you are swaying, find stillness. Release the arms, soften the knees even more, and press into the feet to slowly come all the way up to standing. Then you can bring the feet a little bit closer together. Okay, we're going to sweep the arms over. Take a nice slow in-breath as the palms touch. Pause here. Keep breathing. Okay, next time you exhale, open the arms, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, sweep both arms overhead, palms facing each other now. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Keep moving like this. Try to keep the hips square to the front. Just moving the arms. There'll be a little twist, but where possible, just see if you can keep the hips to the front if you can. So that lovely rising of energy as you inhale and a grounding exhale as you bring the arms into this parallel to the floor shape, and as you move them down you can press them palm down with resistance on that exhale. Okay, last one each side. Find your tall Tadasana with the hands overhead. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, fold forward, arms wide or down through the midline. Find that forward fold once more. Plant the left hand underneath your face, underneath your nose. It could be that the palm is flat or your fingertips, or this is a useful place for a block if you have one. Left fingers are down. Bend the left knee a lot and peel this right arm open. Take a full breath in. Exhale, lower it down. Right hand comes down. Bend the right knee. Breathe in as you peel the left arm up. And then following your breath, exhale the left hand down. Bend the left knee. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, right hand down. Bend the right knee. Inhale to the left. So a few more like this on your own breath. Again, I know I say it all the time, but you can close your eyes to feel more deeply. You could feel the sensations in the arms, the legs, the waist, the hips. There's so many places where you can let your awareness lightly land and see what's happening there. So one more on each side here. And then find that forward fold one more time. Let yourself really hang, maybe hold the backs of the legs, draw your torso down, keeping a bend in the knee if you need. And then inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to the ground or maybe your shins, nice flat spine. And then bring the hands down, bend the knees, come back to your all fours shape. And then walk the hands forward to find puppy pose or heart melting pose. So the hips stay directly above the knees. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Forehead to the ground. Pause here for a couple of breaths. And then keep the forearms where they are with mindfulness. So really make sure that you feel your way into this. Start to shift forward. Look after your shoulders as you do that. And find Sphinx pose. Forearms parallel, elbows underneath the shoulders. And then activate through the lower arms. Draw the heart center forward. So this may feel, as you activate and draw the heart forward, you will almost certainly feel it in the small of your back. If this pinches or feels too uncomfortable, just let that activation go or come out of this shape, find a child's pose. If it feels okay to find that activation, to draw that heart forward like that, you may want to explore straightening the arms and finding more sensation and a deeper back bend. And then lower the elbows back down. Then to the side so that you're sort of swiveling your hands to lower the torso down. Bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes. We're moving into downward dog. So make this a slow journey. Feeling every part of it. And then we're going to spend a few breaths here just exploring. So there might not be as many options to go crazy in down dog as there were when we were doing that beautiful exploration in cat earlier. Crazy cat is what my old teacher used to call that. But there are still possibilities here, especially with the pedaling out of the legs. If you would like, you can always come forward into plank and then wave your way back. Just finding any amount of joyful expression in our downward dog. And then slowly move into stillness. You can keep a bend in the knees if you want. But just fully land here and feel. And then from here, we're going to move to a seat. So you can bend the knees, look forward and hop or jump, or you can come to the knees, swing your legs round that way. We'll send the left leg long, sole of the right foot against the inner left thigh. And then start to find a really easy, gentle fold over this leg. So we're not going in 100%. We're just finding a little bit of fold here. You can find some fluidity if it helps with the breath in and out. Maybe a little bit further each time. And then land. So find the still point, find the edge. Find where you want to have your hands. And then slowly breathe in to come up. Plant your right hand outside your right hip. We'll find stargazer. So press into that hand, lift onto the right knee, peel that left arm open. So we're going to move between these two shapes. So when you're ready, you can set the hips down and find that fold straight away. Lift up, open and expand into stargazer. So you can use the arms in any way you like here to create a dance-like movement of expression between these two shapes. So it is entirely up to you how you do this. How deep you go and how much time you spend in each shape. Okay, we're going to do one more on this side. In your own time and on your own breath. Land in that fold again. Just take a full round of breath here. Let something go. And then breathe yourself back up. We'll switch legs. So right leg long, left sole of the foot inside. And then begin that, to start with, that nice, easy, fluid root down. Just feel your way in. See how tight the back of that leg feels. Do you need to pop a blanket or something under there? Do you need to do a couple of flows with the breath before you land? Before you find stillness, somewhere for the hands and arms to rest. Next in-breath, breathe yourself back up. Plant the left hand, lift into stargazer. And then begin to flow between the two. So breathe out, find that fold. Breathe in to open and expand. Bring the arms in any way you like to create as much joyful expansion as you can. So, this is you, your body, your breath, your movement, your connection, your time. So often I feel as we become adults, we start to gradually lose that sense of pleasure and enjoyment in moving our bodies. We are so often taught, especially as women, to be very critical of our own bodies. Okay, we're going to do one more like this, joyful and open, and then land in your fold. Take a beautiful centered breath in and then exhale and let something go. And then let yourself come up. Find a nice, easy, cross-legged seat. Plant the right hand down beside you. Inhale the left arm up and then alongside the ear, reach to the tips of the fingers. Next in-breath, sweep up. Exhale to the other side. Pause here. And then we flow. Close the eyes again if you need to feel. Try to keep both sitting bones nicely grounded. You can use this bottom elbow as much as you need to deepen this shape if you want. Okay, next time you come to the right, come up to center and then move into a twist. Right hand behind, left hand to the right knee. So feel that lift first, that upward lift, and then twist from the belly. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, arms overhead. This time let the palms touch. Maybe close the eyes as you slowly draw the hands down to your heart. Maybe bow your head in. Maybe offering yourself some words of love, tenderness, gratitude for the practice that you have just given yourself. I hope you enjoyed that lovely opportunity to find a sense of fluidity and flow, a sort of moving meditation, which I really love little flows like that. Thank you so much for joining me and practicing with me today. I will be returning and there is a new video every Monday, so make sure you subscribe and then you will never miss one. So from my home to yours and from my heart to yours, wherever you are, I hope you are well, and I'm hoping that we will practice and meet on a mat again soon. Okay, take care and I'll be back. Bye.